Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and today we have some not exactly newly released things, but I wanted to take a look at this Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette by Rihanna. This is something that has been relatively talked about. I think it's, you know, everyone has their opinion on it, but I did order this the day it was released, and then I just have had so many other things to film. This, for some reason, just like did not call me the way that I had hoped it would, but I still wanted to obviously give it a chance, take a look at it with you guys. And I also picked up a couple other things from the launch. Of course, you know, I'm not an influencer, so I didn't get like everything sent to me. P.S. I was reading, just, you know, let me sidetrack for a second. I was reading the comments on like a smaller YouTuber's video, like myself, you know, just someone doesn't have a lot of followers, whatever. But they have a little more than me. But anyways, I'm not going to say the person because it's not relevant. But anyways, I was watching this person and I read through the comments on their video because it seemed like there had been a bunch of replies, and I was like, what's that about? You know, so out of curiosity, of course, I have to go look. So I go down there to read, and it says, why didn't you review all the products, you stupid piece of, you know, you can finish that, right? And I was like, are you kidding? Like, okay, I understand that like us being on YouTube or choosing to make these videos, like it's our decision if we want to make them. We get to choose, and I understand that we choose to spend our money on things, whatever. But like, I was so pissed because this person was like throwing so much shade, and then the YouTuber actually commented back and they're like, you know, I'm sorry, I bought what I could afford. I tried to get a good range, and I agreed. Like, I understand the perspective of you get like the main thing, and then maybe you get a couple more items from the launch, but you get what A, you can afford, and B, the things that you think would have either the best shot or test the best theory or whatever the case is based on that particular launch. And I was just so pissed off, and I was like, ugh, because then all I kept thinking is like, do people judge my channel the same way? Like, Paige, you only got, you know, 2 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these. Why didn't you get, you know, all 5 lipsticks and all 10 of these? And it's like, okay, maybe because I don't have $3,000 lying around for one launch. Like, you have to spread all of that money around to all the different things that A, people want you to test or whatever. And I was just like so pissed. So A, I want to start this by saying, like, if you think that I should have products that I don't, or that I didn't buy, whatever, I'm sorry, who are you? Because I was like, I was so taken back, and at the same time I was so happy because like none of my followers or like subscribers or people have commented anything like that. Like, it's never been like, I can't believe you didn't get all the lipsticks, or I've never gotten that before. And I was just like, what? So then as I started this one, I started it like extra sassy because I was pissed off. But anyways, it's not directed at you guys, but I was just like, do people really think that way? Like, is that really a thing? Whatever. Anyways, so back to happy things. I obviously have the palette. I also have 2 of the Cosmic lip glosses, or lip glitter gloss, whatever the hell they're supposed to be. I picked up Gal on the Moon and Spacesuit. And then I picked up the 2-in-1 glitter release eyeliner, which I think, I don't understand. I think it has something to do with you rub it and like glitter comes out. I'm not sure about that one. That's weird to me. And then I also picked up one of the Starlit lipsticks. Yeah, this is a hyper-glitz lipstick in the shade Sci-Fly. So anyways, that's what I picked up from the launch. The rest of it, like, I do my best to not grab all of the products, especially if I'm like, they're not super wearable. A, because I don't think it's fair for me to like buy it knowing that I'm gonna hate it, so I return it to Sephora because that's not fair. And B, I'm like, do people really, really, really care about the stuff that's not super wearable? For my channel, probably not, because most of you guys are probably like, is it usable? Could I wear it to the office? Because that's probably like more the aesthetic of people that I draw. So let's talk a little bit about this palette, you guys, because holy shit. All right. Oh my god, why did I not expect this to be this heavy and this beautiful? Oh my gosh, like, you guys, I know that you've seen it on everyone else's channel, but this is stunning. Obviously it has the Fenty Beauty logo right in the center. Let's open this thing up because, honey, you are and it weighs, I feel like it weighs so much. Let's get rid of the plastic. All right, I have not swatched, I haven't touched. This is me literally the first time I've opened this palette. Oh, that's really, really stinking pretty. I love the presentation. Okay, these shadows. Okay. Wait a second. I don't know if I want to swatch these for you guys. They have like this weird kind of, like glitter, like they're more of a chunky glitter than like a nice smooth creamy glitter, like from the Urban Decay one that we saw earlier. Again, not trying to compare, like, because I know they're not the same. What does this box say? Like, should I be expecting something I'm not here? Hyper Reflective Sparkle, Phenomenal. Why are you guys still so close? Whoa. I looked up into the viewfinder. I literally saw my eyeball and I was like, stop. All right. Hyper Reflective Sparkle, Phenomenal 3D Flex, Infinite New Dimensions, Reflects Ultra Scintillance. Okay, yep. Oh. It's a different language. I'm like, why can I not? Yeah, it's because it's not your language page. Good job. I feel like these are just like chunky Fallout glitters, and I thought that they would be more like the Urban Decay. And again, like, guys, please don't throw shade. Like, I realize they are not the same, but like, I have to give you the best comparison I can. I feel like, okay, and one of you did comment this on a different video, and it's a very good point that I want to address. Sometimes shadows in swatches, they don't look that good. Like, sometimes shadows just are not meant to be swatched. You can't judge a book by a cover. You can't judge a woman by her voluptuous curviness, and you definitely cannot always judge a shadow by its swatch. Just some rules to live by. Life hacks. I can't snap because my hands are all wet. But it's just, I feel like to swatch these, it would actually do them a huge disservice, which is part of the reason that I don't want to. Let's go ahead. You guys have been requesting, actually, that I play with some other palettes as well. And one thing you can probably tell already about this palette, it is not all-inclusive. You will definitely need to pair it with another palette. Based on a lot of the colors that are in here already, I do think that the Morphe palette by Jaclyn Hill, this is a great option, and also an option that you guys have been requesting me to play more with when possible. So hello, I think that let's do that today. Why not? So let's go ahead and see what we want to do. I'm just gonna go in with this big top guy up here, upper corner. He's my favorite, or him, or the one next to him. I really don't care. To me, they're both pretty similar. Sometimes I mix them. And I just kind of dot those all over to set that primer. And I want to make sure I've got a good light base today for this eye look, because I have a feeling it's going to be a little intense. I feel like the format of this video is already so far off. Like, it's not a get ready with me. It's not just a straight review. There's no swatches, but I'm talking about a palette. Like, well, who the hell am I? I tried to do my eyebrows a little bit different in shape today because I felt like before they were going like out too far and then down. So I feel like, I don't know how I like this, if I like this size or not. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that. See, okay, that gold right there, do you see that? That is absolutely stunning. That's my new favorite. Okay, I want to play with him. I know, super predictable, blah, blah, blah. What if I used that, though, and I did a halo eye? There's something I don't often do. There's so much thought going into this. You guys, I just swatched one of these. Hold on a second. I want to, like, show you. This is the shade Light Year, and it's so deceiving because, like, it's super dark on my finger, right? Like, let's go ahead, let's swatch. It has a dark color to it in swatch. Ugh, it's chunky gold glitter. But in pan, get really close. Do you see how weird that looks? Like, inside where I swatch, it like turned dark, and then the outside is what the original pan looked like. So it had me thinking it was like some beautiful gold color, and then it's like, just kidding, I'm like a weird black with gold glitter inside of it. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyways, let's go ahead. I am going to go with this gold shade. That's going to be like my inspiration one, and that is the shade Sunburst, I think. It's either Sunburst or Mars on Fire, but I think it's Sunburst. And so that's where I'm going to end up taking this. So let's put him back down and let's get to putting some colors on my eyeballs. Obviously, we got to build up that crease. We're going to go in with a combination, there we go, a combination of these three for the crease, maybe add in a little of him, I'm not sure, but something in this family just to start building up the crease. And then let's go ahead, we will start working with these two next, these two orangey tones here. We will probably round out with this red right here, right here, and then add on this black right here. So it's definitely going to have darkness to it, but I think that's okay because I think it should be able to carry. But I have really small eyes, so we will find out. Yes, yes, we will. Now, where did I put my little mirror that I just had in my hand? Oh, and P.S., while I'm doing this really weird get ready with me but not reviewed thing, I wanted to mention to you guys, I will be doing a get ready with me this coming week, filming it at least, and I wanted to see with you guys, see, hey, is there anything that you want to know? Leave it in the comments underneath of this video, and I will talk about it in the get ready with me. I have some pretty sweet would you rathers in the other one. Michelle, those were great. You could leave something like that, I don't know, anything like that that you want to know. Doesn't always have to be questions. It can be fun stuff too. I'm all about it. I just love having a reason to talk to you guys and like something good to talk about. Okay, so it's safe to say that that didn't go as planned. Originally, you know, the camera was supposed to stay on and not shut off through that process, and then I was going to talk to you. But instead, I just talked to myself for 15 minutes while I did that, and none of it was recorded. So that's cute. It's also cute that I have foundation all over my lips. How the hell did that happen? I don't know. Story of my life. Why did my camera shut off? I don't know, but this is where we're at so far, guys. I did go ahead and I built up all those colors that I already showed you into more of a halo effect. Am I the only one? I feel like on my eye shape, whenever I do a halo eye, it looks more like messy than anything else. Like, I don't know, and I love it. Like, I think that the colors from those are all from the Jaclyn Hill palette so far, and I think that they all blend so beautiful together and they look great. But I'm just like, why does it look so messy on me? Why? But that's okay. Let's go ahead. And now it's time to play with this Fenty Beauty a little bit here. Again, you guys know I want to take this gold shade. I'm trying not to be super pessimistic. I think it's fair by this point. Like, you could probably guess what I think, but I'm saving final thoughts because I do want to see how this applies. Based on the level of glitter that these all have, I am going to go ahead and spray my brush before I put it to my face. Because I honestly don't know if it'll make it to my face otherwise. There's just a lot of glitter and a lot of fallout with these. So let's go ahead and find the brush. I think it's so funny too because I literally just got done saying like, oh guys, like I'm finally gonna be able to talk to you and like do something that you guys wanted me to do. Never mind, I still suck. Just kidding. Alright, so let's take just this little, this is the Morphe something. It's just a little flat brush. It doesn't say what it is on it, which I think is weird, but we're going to take a little Morphe setting spray. We're just going to go ahead and go home. We're just going to wet the brush a little bit here and go into that gold shade and see what we think with you guys a little closer. So yeah, I think that it looks beautiful, and I love like that smoky kind of red-black vibe, and I think it's going to look so beautiful with this gold in the center. Oh yes, that's what I want. Now, like, why to the lid is that not popping? Like, why? It like pops really nice on my finger. Let's try that. Like, yet again, it's not giving me any oomph like it used to when I swatch. Like, look I swatch it and I get that, right? But like I go to put it on my eye and I don't. Why? I want to try doing this one. This is a Sigma E55. It's a little bit thicker in terms of being just a flat brush though. I want to try that and see if that makes a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it. I think that helped a little bit, but it still isn't coming across as well as I thought it would. Like, I honestly picked this shadow. I'm going to use my finger. I honestly did pick this shadow because I thought, like, look at it. It's so rich. Like, it'll look beautiful. And now it's like, ha, we tricked you. I'm going to go ahead and blend the edges of that. Like, I think it looks okay. I just don't think that it adds anything, like, super spectacular. I don't know. For some reason, this palette is just, like, irritating me. And, like, I keep trying to go back in and, like, add the glitter, but for some reason it doesn't want to, like, stick to itself. It's almost like it wants to just, like, flake off my eye. And, like, that's me trying it. I've tried it dry finger, dry brush, wet finger. And the only thing I didn't do was glitter glue, but I honestly shouldn't have to use a glitter glue for this. Like, it's not just that kind of pigment. Like, if I had went with one of the other shades that had more of like that glitter feel to them, I could understand that. But this one has like look at that. That shouldn't require a friggin' glitter glue. This shade is absolutely stunning. And then all of a sudden, it's like, just kidding, Paige, we still hate you. I think I want to pop the shade Milky Way over top of it. It's just this white shade right here. Just over top of it, right in the center to give it a little something. This shade is like super creamy too. Like, that is so pretty. I'm just focusing this one like right in the center. Okay, now that is beautiful. All right. Okay, and now they like don't want to stick together. Like, this eye looks absolutely perfect. Like, look at that. And then this eye, for some reason, Things are not going the way they should. Oh my god, I'm so frustrated. Okay guys, so I am really annoyed and there's so much fallout. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish up my face. This is not going so well. I will conclude all of this, give you my final thoughts in a second, and go through the things that I'm sure people are gonna be pissed at me for saying, but I don't really care. And then, oh wait, no I can't. We have these. I almost forgot. Paige, you have a horrible memory. Okay, let's do these. Paige, what are you thinking? So let's start first with both of these glosses. Ooh. I'm so excited. I like, there's some, oh, what? Do you see that? This is the shade Gal on the Moon, right? Yeah, Gal on the Moon. Okay, now what are you? You beautiful moon baby. And then this is the shade Spacesuit. Ooh. Probably a little more wearable. A little bit less opaque than the other one, but still has like this beautiful, this one down here. It still has like a nice like pink light purple kind of shift. Oh my gosh, that is, those are so glitzy and so glammy, but you can definitely see the difference in opacity. This one would probably work better as like a lip topper, whereas this one you could probably wear alone and make yourself a hell of a statement. What else did I grab? Shit. Now that I know there's some other stuff here. This is the lipstick in the shade Sci-Fly. Oh wow. That's really pretty right there. Ooh, hello. I wonder, I bet you this would look good with those over top maybe? Ooh, I don't know. It doesn't exactly like match my eye look, but it doesn't horribly fight it either. And now, last but not least, we do have to take a look at this weird eyeliner. I grabbed it in the shade Nepturnt. Getting turned. Okay, now this I believe was the one that was supposed to have like a black, be black, or you could rub it to make it gold. I'm gonna do a big old fat swatch because I feel like you have to. I don't have those big fancy high def cameras. Now I think I have, oh shit, I think I have to let that dry. So let's do that, but that's what it looks like so far, just wet out of the tube. Okay, I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let that dry on my hand. I'm going to finish up my face, and then I will come back on here. We will run through the products. I'll give you what I like, what I don't like, and why. Because I think that for this collection specifically, that is going to be so important. So hold on, let me finish this up. This has been such a weird video, and I apologize for that. But hey, sometimes things just don't roll the way you want them to. So hold on a second, and I will let this dry down. We will swiggle it together, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so do you have a minute? Because, girl, I got some tea. First of all, you know how I always joke about the camera being on, like, the other side of the room? I thought about putting it, like, on the other side of my street and then doing this because this looked so bad. Like, you guys, I am so frustrated. Okay, I am gonna start with these shadows and then move from there. So let's talk about these friggin' eyeshadows. I put them on. You guys saw they did look pretty good, right? I put the gold and then I put like that white sheen over top of it. It looked really beautiful. I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna go ahead. I do want to try their liner. Like, I think that that's the right thing to do. I think that, you know, I have it. I should give it a shot. I did not like it. I don't know what the deal is on Sephora. I don't know. I should scan it and see what other people think. Normally, I don't give a fly in hell what other people think, but for this one, I'm just really curious to know if I'm like the only person that does not like this, because you guys, I tried to put this on. I kid you not. I don't know if it's like the glitter flip that's supposed to be in it, but it had the weirdest, most inconsistent consistency. That's a lot of like double talking back and forth. Wow, okay, first of all, they're all sold out, all three shades, $20, and it does have 4.1 stars, so apparently some people really like this stuff. I do not. It gave me this super like weird, and then I tried to like do a wing. Just kidding, couldn't do a wing because I tried to flick, or like, you know, not flick like flick, but you know, I tried to like click it out a little bit there. Oh no, that wasn't an option either, because it was like there was a big chunk of like weird glitter where it had all like globbed together, and that kept happening over and over and over again, all over my freaking like lash line where I was trying to put this liner, and I'm like, what the hell? So then I'm like, okay, well maybe I could go for like a smudged look. I'll smudge it, see about that glitter flip, which by the way, I still haven't done this little patch. It does, oh my gosh, see that right there? That is so, hold on. Like, do you see how pretty that is? Like, look at that nice green green sheen you get right there. That is gorgeous. Yes, girl, work. But do you think I could get that on my eyes? Hell to the no, I couldn't get that on my eyes. Oh my god, it was just, this was a nightmare for me. I know like this is not my preferred way of doing eyeliner. I'm not a huge fan of like the liquidy type eyeliners. But even if I was, this I just did not enjoy. Not my type at all. I do think that the glitter flip aspect of it is cool if you're one of those people that would go for that. Not my personal aesthetic, but this was just, oh my god, this did not work for me. So while this whole thing is going on, I'm so glad I turned the camera off for this because you guys, the struggle was so real. So as I'm doing this, I'm like, what is going on with my eyeshadow? And I'm like looking at it, could not figure out what the deal is. I'm like wiping off liner, getting rid of it, fixing eyeshadow. And then I look and I'm like, there's literally no gold left on my eyeballs. And I'm like, what the hell happened? You guys, I am not exaggerating one bit when I tell you there was not any gold on my upper lid left at all. It was all gone. All of the glitter from this palette that I had put on my eyes was gone. I've never in my life had that happen. Like, and I went back on, okay? So I'm like, all right, let's go ahead. Like, let's be fair. Let's spray. Let's start, you know, doing some stuff. And at this point, I'm like, why is this not sticking? Maybe I didn't get the brush wet enough or maybe whatever. So I go in with my finger, I'm patting it all on and it looks beautiful. I'm like, okay, it's good. We're good to go. So then I go ahead, I put some stuff on my lips. So remember where we left off, right? With glitter on our lids. So I decide I'm going to take the lipstick, which is just like this really pretty, like, for me, it's more of an unwearable color. I don't know why I wiped this off, but I decided that I wanted to take this beautiful red, like, lipstick with all the shimmer and glimmer that it had to offer, and I wanted to offset a little bit of the intensity behind it with a little bit of the gloss. And I went in with the Spacesuit gloss because I feel like it's a little more wearable. It's a beautiful combination, has great shine. I really like those two together. So I'm like, okay, let's go back, let's finish up the eyes, because at this point my eyes needed a damn break. So I go back up there and I go to do them. Where's all the glitter I just put on my eyeballs? Down here. You guys, I was so, I almost threw. If I was not, by the way, I'm returning this, so don't ever ask me about it again. I don't ever want to see it again. But I'm using this glitter everywhere and I'm like, should I have used a glitter glue? You know what? Why the hell not? This can't get much worse. I go in with glitter glue. Glitter glue, right? Like, I use Too Faced glitter glue. I use good shit. I go in, I put some glitter glue down, I go on, I put some of this on, I'm like, okay, this will for sure look great. This will look fabulous. Can't imagine a better option. I literally, as I film this right now, I barely have any left, and it's all I could get to stick. Like, I know that not all products always work for other people. Like, I understand. I am of the full understanding that not everything works for everyone. So do not take this review that I'm doing as like the strict, this is the only option review. But for me, this palette was a huge flop. There is something about it that does not bind or sit or stay or whatever on my eyelids or to itself. For some reason, like, I couldn't even get like the white glitter to layer and stay on top of the gold. It would all just go everywhere. So then I started testing like on my hand. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So I start like, you know, playing around. It won't even stay on my hand. Like, it just flakes right off. And I'm like, okay, this has to be like a chemistry issue between me and this palette because I did not like this at all. Oh my dear sweet Jesus. And I also did not like that liner. Huh, so horrible. Like, you guys, right now, I will zoom you in. By the way, you're going to see all the fallout. Don't judge me for what my eyes look like right now. I tried so hard to make them look decent again. Like, they look not decent. All the beautiful things that I had from the Jaclyn Hill palette does not look that way. But I am going to zoom you in because I want you to see, like, it's not even opaque anymore where I put the gold. So hold on. And like, look at that. If you look, you can actually see like my eyelid through that gold. And that's like literally like, what the hell? What did I do in life? But it has a nice sheen to it and I tried my hardest. I swear I did. And then on the lower lash line, I just went in with some black eyeshadow and then I blended it into that gold. And I know what you might be thinking, Paige, why would you blend it into the gold? Why would you put gold on your lower lash line? There was so much gold on my lower lash line, I couldn't get it off because it had literally all fallen down onto this area. So I was like, okay, let's turn a negative into a positive, and I just used it for my lower lash line, and it looks very nice. It looks like a very like mirrored effect to the top. It looks fine, whatever. I literally quit right now with this, this whole thing. Now, I don't want to throw away oh God, what happened? But I do want to show you guys what these look like on the lips super quick by themselves without anything else. So let me grab a piece of my handy dandy toilet paper. By the way, there's always a full roll of toilet paper in my room. TMI, I'm sure. And let's maybe put these on by themselves. Again, this is what the lighter one looks like over the lipstick, which I really like. There, you can see it a little bit better. I guess I will bring you in closer, but I just like didn't want to because it looks really bad. But that's okay. You know what? Tell me what you guys think. Do you think that this looks as bad as what I think it looks? Because to me it looks like a muddy nightmare mess, but hey, everybody's got a different aesthetic. So let's go ahead. But like, look at how pretty that looks. Okay. Okay, so it's beautiful for sure. Kind of goopy though. Got a little bit too much going on. Hold on. Let me clean off. I really love the look of this. What I struggle with is the wearability. It's not super wearable at all because it shifts more to blue on my lips than, like when I originally swatched it, it had more of a pink purple shift, and then I put it on and it definitely shifts a little more to the blue side. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's just not like my personal aesthetic. I probably wouldn't wear this by itself or over anything. Right. Now let's go in with this other guy here. Again, this is the shade Spacesuit all by itself because I want to see what it looks like. Okay, this one I would wear by itself. It is more of an out there kind of lip gloss, so I definitely think if I were to wear it, I'd have to be a little more mindful. A, the venue, so where am I wearing it? And B, what am I pairing it with up here? Because it needs to be, I don't want to say a standalone, but it definitely needs to be paired correctly for this to work. The pink shift is a lot more apparent on my lips than it was in swatch. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. Just to recap real quick, I think the glosses were really nice, but the eyeliner, not a fan of. Lipstick, not a big fan of, and it smells funny. And then that damn shadow palette thing, not my cup of tea. So yes, leave me down below what it is that you guys thought of the palette. Now, in my personal opinion, if you're looking for an all glitter palette, you guys, like, go for the Urban Decay one. This heavy metal palette is absolutely amazing. These colors have not disappointed me yet. I've been playing around with it. It's just overall a great glitter palette if you have a use for such a thing. I can't imagine in my world I would never touch that Fenty Beauty palette again. I did not care for it. Not my cup of tea at all. But I am curious, like I said, what your guys' thoughts are. And if you hated the eye look, let me know if you agree with me, because I think it looks kind of funny. If you love the eye look, let me know, because I think it's cool to hear like what other people think of the stuff I do and like my perception of it. I think sometimes I can judge myself a little more harshly because like it's on my face. You guys hook me up down there in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything that you want to know or whatever. Also, for my Get Ready With Me that's coming up, be sure to leave like questions, thoughts, something funny, or would you rather, anything like that. Let me know, or leave that down in the comments. Also, go down into the description box, find the Facebook handle and all of that. Follow me on those social media platforms because that's where stuff gets really fun. Oh my good lord, that's where stuff gets really fun. And you guys, I hope that this was helpful to you, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed watching it. I hope that you enjoyed watching me fumble my way through my actual life, because that's literally what this whole video was about. I have another video to film, so I'm gonna hop over into that, you guys, but I hope you have a great day, night, weekend, whatever, and I shall talk to y'all later. No. Just no.